there was a need to do something, you know? So, and it was great that Mulan was doing something. And I just thought, because of my interest in particularly physical theatre at the time, I was really inspired by people like Complicité and Robert Lepage, Peter Brook and Ninagawa. They were the main influences on the kind of theatre I wanted to make with Yellow Earth at the beginning. And I just thought, well, you know, Complicité and David Glass and Lepage, they've taken European new mime and they've developed their own physical theatre language. And what if we drew on some of our East and Southeast Asian cultural heritages? And can we create some kind of new physical theatre form, which would, ourselves. And that's why, you know, that was written into the Magic Paintbrush. And then a lot of the early work of Yellow Earth was trying to explore, you know, East and Southeast Asian physical theatre. And that's where Tom's skills as a kind of Yushu expert, Tai Chi expert,
you know, when we did Butterfly, all the training of that.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly. That, you know, that's would have been very useful. And Veronica had trained in Beijing Opera as well. And, you know, so using those kind of physical East and Southeast Asian.
In a way, that's why you called us, you asked Vicky to call us in to audition for Paintbrush, because we all share a certain common vocabulary, physical vocabulary, you know what I mean?
Yeah, cultural understanding.
Yeah, and then cultural understanding.
Yeah, and to try and, you know, bring it as a strength and for it not to be exotic, but for it to be really grounded in something that was aesthetically beautiful, but could be, you know, we could experiment and find new ways of doing it. So, for example, I got a scholarship when I was at drama school. I got a scholarship to go back to Hong Kong and train in Beijing Opera movement before I did Butterfly. So I actually had, you know, a movement, a few months of training in that, and that's what got me the job, I guess, in Butterfly. But and I just remember when I learned, you know, Ma Bin, which is the kind of horsewhip, the abstract horsewhip to show that you're riding a horse. And then we introduced it to, and I taught you how to use Ma Bin. And Kwong played this character called Fei Ma, as well as the Wicked Emperor of China. So Kwong played this fantastic horse character. Kumiko played Su Yin, the young girl. I played Ma Leung, the young boy. And Tom played the spirit of the Magic Paintbrush. He was the eponymous hero.
Oh, I should have bought the horse
You've got the horse whip.
I have it. I should
You have
have,
to
you
put it
know,
in the archive.
But with that horsewhip, we used it in a very new way.
Yes.
It was part of the character of the horse, which is rarely shown in Beijing Opera. You don't normally see a horse character. So I think that's where we would have.
Because you have the costume, part costume with your head.
So that's where we
and this is open air. So,
and this is just Xiang here with his horse and his costume, and this is Kumiko as the guard, and then cassette. Can you move the center here a bit? Yeah. And you focusing. And that's...
So that was an excerpt. That was an excerpt we did in Hyde Park. Hong Festival in Hyde Park. How wonderful. How wonderful.
that's a lot.
I did fight in the dark as well. Brilliant.
Oh, brilliant.
Took some of the conventions and...
Yeah, so we took some of the conventions from Beijing Opera Theatre and then make it our own, and we made it our own. And there was a fight in the dark, which was very successful between you and... Have you seen you and Tom?
Yes.
You played the guard in that. And yes, Kumiko was...
You have to go under with the keys to get the keys.
See, he was trying to steal volume. That's right. And that fantastic fight that you and Veronica did with the spears. Do you remember?
Yeah.
That was straight out of Butterfly as well, but that was brilliant.
I think it would do so well, you know, if it was on now.
They would.
It's timeless.
I remember this time so well.
Yeah.
That rehearsal hall beside that folk theatre, and that fight choreography that day that we were laughing at.